In this video, we're going to be going over Salt Lake versus Utah County living and which place would be best for your situation. We are going to be going over 4 different topics on here. 1, housing costs and costs of living. 2, school, religion, and education wise. 4, travel and commute and job opportunities. And that's number 3. And number 4 is lifestyle and culture living and recreational. All coming up in this video and comparing if you should live in Salt Lake or in Utah County. Hi, my name is Jenny. I am a realtor in Utah with Real Brokerage. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get to know each other a little bit more, see if I can help you find the next place that you're going to purchase and possibly live. Coming up in this video. Chapter number 1, the cost of living between Utah County and Salt Lake County is a drastic difference. Okay, as a real estate agent, I know the difference. There's way more higher population in Salt Lake City than there is in Utah County. There's more land opportunities in Utah County, but the pricing of the houses are drastically different. In Salt Lake County, you get a range between $660,000 and $1.4 million as the average sold price in Salt Lake County within the last 30 days of this video, which is the month of October in 2024, versus Utah County, which your average price sold around that one is around $600,000. Now, Utah County in itself has a lot more land mass than Salt Lake County, but Salt Lake County is definitely more of a city-based feel with a higher population. So when it comes to living costs and expenses, hands down, it's more expensive to live in Salt Lake City. So if you're looking for price and price alone, then the housing costs of living is going to be more expensive in Salt Lake City. But there are more factors at play here, right? Religion, culture, lifestyle, you name it, the whole 9 yards is coming up in this video. Let's jump over to my screen right here as we talk about Utah County first, okay? The best places to live. I love this website, bestplaces.net. Utah County literally has a population of 163,000, as you can see right here. They have lots of tourist attractions, okay? Seven Peaks Water Park, slides, Mount Timpanogos, Sundance, ski resorts, the whole 9 yards. We do have plenty of ski resorts here in Utah County. The best national ones known for, like the Olympics, Winter Olympics is all in Salt Lake County though. But we do have some really good ones also known as the Sundance Festival, which is in Sundance in Provo. So I have done a video on that. We have not visited Sundance in any of my videos though, but there is a video on Provo if you're interested in that, which is literally a couple minutes away from Sundance. Deep dive into the Provo-Orem metropolitan area. You've got diversities between good schools. You've got diversities between lifestyle of universities. So let's look at the cost of living, okay? This is literally 35% higher than the national average. They're saying 522. I just told you $600,000. So it's definitely gone up since this website has reflected that. The median home income is around 82. If I'm being honest with you, you can't really survive with a family of 2 to 3 kids with less than $120,000 and living a predominant life. Your monthly rent, this is for 2 bedrooms, is around $1,200. They're saying $1,100. I'm definitely going to say $1,200 for this one. It is still lower than the average around Utah nationally. Okay, as far as Utah crime, it's a 24.3 out of 100 crime in Utah County. Utah County has way less crime than Salt Lake County does. In fact, there are not one city in that video that I made above on the crimes and what places to watch out for. There wasn't one city in Utah County that was on that list that I can think of. Utah County is definitely more predominantly religious as far as Mormonism is concerned. It's got 5 out of 50 most affordable colleges, 31 out of 114 of America's best and worst cities for crime, so it's very on the low crime rate. 46 most comfortable summer cities, it's about average, and 62 out of 379 best green cities. We are not a green state. We have not been known for a green state, so if you're looking to do more of green things, sometimes your neighborhoods might not even have recycling bins. Definitely don't have green bins. So let's look at the stats of religion. We did talk about it a little bit. 93% in Utah County are Mormon. That is a high number. Now, I heard an article update that one saying that number is actually lower. There are a lot of people who are moving away from the Mormon church. It's becoming a trend now, so it might be something you like or dislike. Okay, now let's look at over cost of living in Salt Lake City County. Okay, so you've got $8,600 that you need for a family of 4 to be able to live per month. That is very true for Salt Salt Lake City, or $4,200 per month for one person. It is 121% more expensive and 21% higher than the national US average. It is just overall more expensive to live in Salt Lake City. But the lifestyle that you're getting there is the job opportunity. That's why it's more expensive, okay? They're saying the typical home is $540. I just told you a range between $660 and $1.4 as reflected in a multiple listing market. Because I'm a realtor, I know those numbers way better than these websites would ever know. So literally you are getting homes that are being very, very expensive over there in Salt Lake City. Let's jump over to schools. Schools. Salt Lake County has over 200 schools ranging between K to 12th grade, plus your private schools and your charter schools. Wide range of a lot of opportunities there, okay? So versus Utah County, which has over 200 as well, public school, and there is multiple school districts in Salt Lake County where there's only a handful in Utah County. There is a huge upcoming vote on if Alpine School District is going to be splitting based on the I-15. It's getting too large, but a lot of people are worried about the resources and things that might change due to that. Because you do have a lower cost of living over here, it is nice to tap into some people who have cities who make more money. So it's a big debate right now going on if Utah County is going to split their districts and would change the funding for each of their schools. Whereas Salt Lake City is known for having better libraries. I have known this personally from my clients that decide between Utah County and Salt Lake County. Utah County is a hit and miss with how many libraries they have. Plus, your library cards in Salt Lake City are universal across the whole county. Utah County, it does not work that way. In Utah County, you have to live within the city in order to be able to check out those books. So that is a big difference when it comes to the education. All across the board, Utah is going to be great for education. It's just hit and miss and knowing what places you should look for and what you shouldn't. I've left links down there below to know education-wise what links to look for best schools and finding areas for your family. Look at this website right here, bestplaces.net, Utah County Education. We can literally go over and see the education here. We've got Utah County, Provo, and Utah State, comparing all the difference here between grad schools, high schools, who's graduating, all the master's degrees, education, the cost of education in here. This can be very manipulated to what you want for your particular needs and understanding the education statistics. You can also look up Salt Lake County as well in that. So Salt Lake County has business colleges. They also have the University of Utah, which is in the house of Salt Lake City in itself, whereas Utah County has multiple different universities. The big ones, Utah Valley University and Brigham Young University. Utah Valley is mainly known for a lower age range in population. You got the younger families over here because the cost of living is less. You do have the commute time to get into work and the business lifestyle that you would have to be living there. For me, that doesn't matter. I go everywhere, whereas someone you might be able to jump on the front runner and be able to commute towards there. I've gone over videos with that with the link above. Or going up into Salt Lake, you do have the ability to live closer to more of the lifestyle, the hustle and the bustle and the business and getting where you need to go. Now, I'll be honest, I feel like those things are changing. Utah County, especially the Silicon Slopes over there by Lehigh, is drastically changing the business dynamic. We've got Adobe over here, you've got Oracle over here, you've got Purple Mattresses, you've got Cafe Rio, Fat Cats Institutions. There's a lot of businesses coming over here that are infrastructured in Utah County. So Utah County, they're saying especially Lehigh, is becoming a little Silicon Slopes and making it a metropolitan area. Salt Lake has always been known for a greater transportation system for businesses because they have a lot of transit systems within downtown Salt Lake. We do have the front runner that goes from Provo all the way up to north. I believe it goes up to Ogden, but definitely stops within the Salt Lake area. Every stop, you can have a different city, different location. The busing systems in Salt Lake City seem to be a lot better than in Utah County. If you left Draper, you would have a less transit system jumping over to the neighboring city in Utah because we just don't have a lot of bus systems here. In fact, that has been a con in living in Utah County is the transportation system versus Salt Lake City. Speaking of transportation, I want you to bring over here, this is the Utah County system map. You can literally see where it goes all the way up to Salt Lake City. This is the Utah counties. You can see all the way down here. Here is Lehigh right here, and then all the way down to Vineyard and all the way down to Provo. It does stop in Provo. Utah County continues to go. They are trying to talk about maybe making it go further, but due to population demands, I don't know if they will. These are smaller towns. Springville and Spanish Fork are becoming up and coming cities. I don't know if it's going to be enough of a demand to be able to extend this front runner on here. You could see here with this is the front runner. You got the UVX, you've got frequent bus stops, regular bus stops, limited bus stops, ski bus stops, UTA. Plan your trip. It does get expensive, but we also do have the carpool lane on the I-15. So a lot of people who live in Utah County that need to commute to Salt Lake City do pay for that carpool pass, or they just hit the front runner and take it all the way up. A lot of people park and drive and go that way. Here's another website for you to see the blue line, red line, green line in Salt Lake City. As you can see, there's a ton of different options on here as for where and when the stops are coming. This website makes it very easy. City Center Station, Courthouse Station, 90th, Mill Creek. All of these are within transit systems of Salt Lake City. You got the green track line, which is very more central down. I mean, obviously they've got way more infrastructures with the UTA in Salt Lake City than they do in Utah County. So if you're looking at being able to commute for business, this is going to be something that people use a lot. Now there are fees attached to this. You can see one way is $250. They do have reduced prices, or you can get season passes, which can make a huge difference in your commute time, right? For sure. And your gas money. So you just have to really compare the rates. Right now, gas averagely is going to be around $3.50 per gallon, up to $4, depending on the type of gas that you're getting. So you crunch your numbers and see what's going to be the best thing for you. As far as recreational, let's jump into chapter 4. I want to take your attention over here to this article on extraspace.com. 14 things to know about living in Salt Lake City. It was literally just written in 2024, just a couple months ago. So understanding the affordable living near the Wasatch Mountains, excellent jobs, taking advantage of the transportation, skiing, lifestyle, history museums, teams, sports, pride, celebrations, restaurants, the Go and Mo. I love this website to be able to know why you want to live here. It says it's 13 less expensive than Denver, if you wanted to know that. It's about $15,000 higher than the national median average to live in Salt Lake City. But Salt Lake City, depends on if you're relocating, they have only a 2.7 unemployment rate here. Again, you have the Silicon Slopes, which is in Utah Valley, noticing the difference there. I have chosen to live in Utah County, one, for the reasons of I do like the school districts better here in Utah County. Two, I like the lifestyle of living here better in Utah County because it is more of a slower lifestyle. It's not the hustle and the bustle and the busy life. There is a lot of growth out here. So for me, for potential of growth, I definitely want to buy more homes out here in Utah County because there's more land and opportunities out here. Salt Lake City definitely has a lot of opportunities for me for fix and flips and investment opportunities. I do have a rental in Salt Lake City and in Utah County. It just kind of depends on where you want to live demographically. I was born and raised in Utah County. You kind of just settle where you're at if you're happy with where you're at. In this article, we're also known for the best colleges. I attended my college in Utah Valley as well. I have friends and family who have attended in other places. It just depends on what you feel like is going to be best for you. The biggest difference is you're going to have less religion in Salt Lake City. You're going to have more transportation and more business lifestyle and more of a city feel. Whereas in Utah County, you have more of a family feel. Not that you don't have one over here, but just more of a family, religion, land opportunities. There are still business opportunities, education opportunities. They're very comparable, but also very different at the same time based on just where you want to live. So if you are interested in moving in one of these areas, click that link below. Let's get in touch and talk about your situation and see if you want to live in Salt Lake County or Utah County. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.